So what we're going to do today is look through a few question and answers. I'll also do a few videos to answer some of the questions. So it's basically live streaming with existing photography gear that you already own, or getting the best from your live stream. You'll get a bit of a behind the scenes here as well, because what I'll do is I'll make a video and then I'll actually let you watch me make the video, so you're getting a bit of behind the scenes. I did this last time and it went down quite well. So the first video topic I'm going to be making is, why is my live video quality so bad and how to fix it? That's going to be the title of the video. I've already made a thumbnail for the video which I can show you. What does help is if you can make your thumbnails beforehand, you know which direction to take the video. So let me bring that thumbnail up now so you can see what the thumbnail will look like. I remember making this. I've got two options. I'll show you both and see which one you think is better. So if I do that full screen and share my screen with you. Oh, that's too big. Okay. Let's go there. So that'd be the one thumbnail. You can see half is bad quality and the second half is good quality. I'm going to show you the difference of using a camera and how to get that. And that's one without my kind of that bit in the middle of it. So that gives you an idea of good quality, bad quality. That's going to be the thumbnail, hopefully. But let me get on to recording the actual video. See how that sounds. Ready? Let me know how you're doing, guys, today. It's a Saturday here, early morning in the UK. I'm hoping you're finding this useful. Let me know if you have any questions and if I can help you with anything. Okay, so let's go to screen one. Why is my live video quality so bad and how to fix it? You ready? I'm going to record this video as if it's being recorded. So I'm doing a live session. However, the setup I have, I can click start recording and it actually records a file to my hard drive, which I can use later on. So let me do that now. In today's video, why is my live stream video quality so bad and how can I fix it? See, let me do that one again. Okay, so why is my live video quality so bad and how to fix it is going to be the title. So let me go back to raw videos and delete that so I don't get confused at the file names. Delete that. Take two. You ready for it? Why is my live video quality so bad and how to fix it? So today I'm going to give you a breakdown of about 5 points which will help you to get the best from your existing camera that you're using. Live streaming is not too difficult. It can be quite easy to actually achieve good quality. If you've seen the thumbnail of this video, you'll notice that half the screen is on a bad quality, you could call bad, and half is on a better quality. What was the difference? Why did that look so much better? It's actually the same camera. All we did was play with a few things which I'm going to share with you today. So let's get straight into it. The first one is the camera. The camera plays a big part in your live streaming quality. You can use most cameras these days. You may have seen videos on my channel where I look at a webcam, as in a laptop webcam built in. I used an action camera, which I can show you here, which looks like that. So all of these things will help you because you can actually set up in a way that they let you make the best of the angles, the light available to you, if you have additional lighting. So the second thing to think about is light. You can get a really old camera and use two decent lights to make it really well lit up. I did a recent survey on my YouTube channel where I actually showed that. I asked, what do you think is more important, the light or the camera? And a lot of people voted for the light, which was actually quite good because that shows that people already know you can use an old camera and get really good quality from it with a good light. Apart from that, the placement is very important, where you put the camera down. You'll have to play with this. When you do a recording session, find a spot and use your camera there. Do a little test session for a couple of seconds, like maybe 5 or 10 seconds. Move the camera somewhere else, see how that looks. How does it perform with the light and the camera? Again, some cameras perform better in low light than others, but if you have your own light, that will help a lot more. Software is a good one because different softwares record in different ways, so you want to make sure you get the best from that. Are you recording directly onto your camera's SD card? In that case, you'll have that to edit later on. Are you recording it through a live streaming setup? Most of the times, if you're going to live stream, you will be using it for live streaming like I'm doing now. This is a live session that I'm recording. So these little things need to keep in mind. There's a few additional things that I'll cover. For example, some cameras, like the 4K cameras, there's actually quite a interesting challenge, I'll call it. They're 4K action cameras, but when you use them as webcams, they're actually not 4K quality. So if you look at this next video I made about this, you'll actually find out what I mean by this. So I'll see you on that next video. Okay, so that's one down. We basically made a video from my live stream explaining that point. So let me get that title and put it onto the video. I didn't have my screen set up, so you would have noticed that you saw my desktop with notes on. You were supposed to see a top-down shot, so I made a little bit of a booby there, but that's all right. We'll fix that later on. So let me put that title on that video. How are we doing Reddit today and YouTube? If you're in chat, let me know. And if you have any questions, I'm here to answer your live streaming questions today and to help you. So we'll see if I can set you up in any way. Let me just make sure we are live and there's no problems. Yes, so live streaming can be interesting and you can use different types of cameras. That was the first topic covered. Let me go to live studio and make sure we are live, because I'm doing a double live stream today, so that might be interesting to see if we are fully live. And okay, that's fine. Yeah, we are live. I can see that. Wicked. Okay, so one video down. Watch this before you buy that new live streaming camera. Okay, so this one, I'll need to get up some additional things on my screen to give information about what I'm talking about. So I go to live streaming cameras. Okay, and let's go shopping and see what comes up. Interesting. Nothing to... okay, action cameras come up. You can't see this. Let me show you my screen. Okay, so that's looking at live streaming cameras and the types of cameras that show up when you want to live stream. But let's take that up a notch. Let's go to Amazon and have a look at what Amazon thinks live streaming cameras are. So if I do Amazon and do live streaming camera, what does it think? Okay, so we got a decent action camera come up. Not action camera, webcam. There's a few additional options here. There's no DSLRs. I was hoping you'll show me DSLRs, because a lot of people would buy the expensive Sony cameras for live streaming, but you can get additional options which can help as much. So let me check that out. Amazon, what we got? Okay, it's actually giving budget options there at the moment. I think everybody's bought the live cameras that they wanted to buy, because before lockdown kind of happened, people are already buying stuff and they're all set up now, I think. But it's good. It's showing mainly live camera. Let me put DSLR in there. Live streaming camera, DSLR, and see what comes up for that. Okay. Again, it's showing capture cards and not really what we want. Okay, that's interesting. So I might have to reword that title for that one then. Let's have a look. Okay, live streaming cameras there. Is that one? I think I might go into a bit of Q&A now, because I've got some comments already lined up. So we'll answer those questions and then watch this before you buy that new live streaming camera. What was my thumbnail for that? Let me have a look at my thumbnail. So we're basically looking at what can we cover with that title. So, okay, that's the thumbnail. Let me show you the thumbnail. If I show you this, so that's going to be the thumbnail for it, and the title is going to be watch this before you buy that fancy new live streaming camera. So I'm going to see which way I take this. Which way shall I take this? Okay, let's record it. We'll see what I come up with. I'll basically do it as a one take, so you'll see the insider behind the tips of it, how I record it. So, okay, where's my title? Should I might do an automatic loop on this one to make it a bit more interesting. Let me make a loop. Twin cam view, and let's make that a top down view. Okay, so that's a better view now. So if I go back to screen 1, that's screen 1, that's screen 2 with 2 cameras, that's screen 3, that's my desktop. Okay, so let's turn on the scene switching tools, advanced scene switcher, and start. Okay, now my title was, we can get that up in a second. So on Reddit, how are you doing today, guys? Nice to have you on. I'm doing a live stream to Reddit today and answering questions about your live streaming. Have you done live streaming? What camera do you use? Let me know. I can help you out today. I'm actually making videos at the same time, so we're kind of multi-streaming today to get this sorted out for you. So what else do we have here? Let me get up the right window, which is that one. Okay, watch this before you buy that new live streaming camera. Okay, that's the title of the video. Let's go to the main page and let me start recording. Okay, so why did I ask you to watch this video before you buy your next live streaming camera? Well, you know what? The reason I did that, no, that wasn't a good start. Let's do that again. Stop recording. So that was a bit of a boo because the screen switched. I always like to have the front screen. Jasper lady, what software do you use? Hello, I use OBS for live streaming. I basically plug in multiple cameras and they basically switch. So I'm actually live streaming to Reddit and YouTube at the moment. I've got loads of comments on my YouTube channel about live streaming. So what I do is every fortnight I go on and answer questions about, well, I answer the questions people have asked me. It's been a couple of weeks, so I haven't. Sorry, Q mark, not explanation. That's all right, no worries. But yeah, it's OBS basically. So I'm going to be recording a video about, watch this before you buy that next new live streaming camera. So let me go back to the first screen and do start recording. Let me delete the one I already made. So it's basically multitasking here, what I'm doing. So let's have a look at raw videos. And I'm recording a video to my hard drive at the same time as live streaming, which allows you to do that in OBS. It's open broadcast software. Okay, watch this before you buy that new live streaming camera is the next title. So let me go to my home screen. YouTube guys, let me know if you're watching today, and if you have any questions I can try and help you. Start recording in, I messed that up again. Stop recording. Okay, I think I need to change the timer on that front screen because that front screen changes too quickly. This one, I need this to stay a bit longer. Okay, let's try that again. Hello, how are you? I can't pronounce that name. YouTube, thanks for joining chat today. Great to have you on. I'm answering live questions today about live streaming. So let me know if you have any questions and I can answer them today. I'm going to be making videos at the same time, so you can see how I make my YouTube videos right now. So if I go back to the front screen, which is that, and start recording, it will be. So why did I ask you to watch this video before you buy that live streaming camera you're thinking of buying? Well, you know what it is? Today I'm going to give you a few tips to kind of avoid you having to buy a really expensive camera just for live streaming. Do you need it? It can be quite expensive now. I've seen on Amazon they've got live streaming cameras like the Sony DSLR cameras, the mirrorless cameras as well. They do offer these options where you can just plug them and they become webcams to be able to use for live streaming. But I'm going to give you an alternative. What you can do is look at additional options that actually save you the time and money of buying a brand new camera. What have you already got? I use a few different things. I have an action camera that I use as a webcam. I use it via HDMI. So actually you can plug in a HDMI cable to it and have it as a camera for live streaming, which helps out quite a lot because you can have multiple angles on your live stream. I have a DSLR camera, which is an old DSLR camera that I use as a webcam. If you're familiar with my channel, you would have seen loads of videos about how I do that. If not, I'll link you in the cards to a video explaining how I use my Canon DSLR as a webcam. I use old camcorders as well, so actual camcorders like you used to use for family videos, and I use the HDMI lead on that. So I think you don't need to buy a really fancy new live streaming camera. What you can do is spend some money on additional things to make your existing camera look really good. I did a video recently about getting the best quality from your existing camera by placement, lighting, and using the right environment for your video. All these things will actually make old gear very good quality. A lot of the information that I give you is about stuff I already own. So that camera is 12 years old. It gives perfectly usable video. I use separate audio. All these things will make up your live stream and give you an opportunity to share what you want to share. So the main thing about buying new cameras is spend the money wisely. If you have a really good webcam, if you have a really good mobile phone, did you know you can use your mobile phone as a webcam without any apps? You can actually use OBS Ninja, which I talked about in one of my earlier videos, where you actually go onto the internet, search OBS Ninja, you go into the app, well, you go into the browser, it's not an app, and you actually select show my camera and share my mic. What that allows you to do is use your mobile phone's camera and mic wirelessly and then go into OBS on a computer and actually use that feed, and it's actually pretty good. You get really good quality for live streaming. You could plug it into charge so you can actually go in for longer and longer, because a lot of the DSLRs and the cameras you buy that are expensive, you have to get a special adapter to make sure they can be powered for long enough, and then you'll find the lens might need to be upgraded to get like a nice background blur or the right angle that you want. But all these things are something that you will need to build up towards. So what I talk about is the cameras that I use and why I use them. The DSLR gives some nice background blur. A lot of my shots are talking shots where I'm sitting at the desk. So that kind of explains a lot of the stuff I do. Additional angles help out because you can have top-down views to show additional things that you're talking about. You can have a side view which shows that as well. And all these things build up your kind of live stream, as it were. So if you think of making a show or you're teaching some type of courses online, all these things make it a lot easier for you to live stream and actually get out to your audience. So that is mainly about not having to buy a brand new camera. I'll link you in the description to a few things that you could buy instead of buying a brand new camera. Lights are very important. A good microphone will actually make a massive difference. So have a look at those and let me know if those help you. If not, let me know in the comments below what camera you ended up buying. If you did spend all your money, I want to know what you spent it on. I'll see you on my next video. Okay, there we go. Check heart and boo Bob. I want to use OBS, but I'm told it can be heavy on your computer. Is this true? I have a 16GB RAM of memory. Okay, good question. Check Heaton Bob. Are you still in chat? Let me know. I'll come to you and answer that question. All I'm doing today is I'm answering questions, but while people are obviously I'm getting people coming in and out. So in between them, I'm actually making videos. What I do is I use OBS to make videos for my channel. So I record them as one take. You would have seen me actually making one right now. My screen is auto looping. Let me turn my auto loop screen off so it doesn't confuse you. Let me turn that stop. Okay, so I've stopped my auto looping and I'm on one camera now. Let's have a look. I'll put that on my list actually. That's a good question and I could probably make a video of it. I want to use OBS, but I'm told it can be heavy on your computer. Is this true? Is OBS heavy? Cosmon Mount? How do you say that? Cosmo? Hello, how are you? Cosma Monument? Cosmon. I'm just going to call you Cos, KOS. How's it going? Hope you're well. Have you live streamed yet? Are you thinking of live streaming? What are you up to this Saturday? I'm making some live streaming videos today to help you understand live streaming. So we already have, okay, he's here. Check Heaton Bob. Okay, let me make you a video. This is dedicated to Check Heaton Bob, and this video will probably go live on my channel in a few months, but you're here live, so you're going to see me record it for you, and I'll explain and make the video at the same time. So the title of the video is going to be OBS heavy on your computer. Okay, is OBS heavy on your computer, and should you use it, and should you use it to live stream? Okay, that's the next title. Let me just make sure the video I've already made, I've put the title on. So I've already made 2 videos today while live streaming. Something a bit cheeky. I'm live streaming videos that I'm going to be making for you for the future. I did this last couple of weeks ago and I did well. It keeps me ahead. So I've actually got videos scheduled until end of April. So I'll tack these videos on the end of April. Okay, so I've done that one. I've done that one. Let's go on to Check Heaton Bob's one. Cosmount. What kind of channel do you have, mate? Cosmo Monument. Let me know what type of channel you have and what you're making these days. Okay, Check Heaton Bob. I'm making this video for you right now. Let me start. You know what? Should I switch? Let's do a scene switching so it's not boring. Advanced scene switcher. Let's turn that on. Start. Okay. So Check Heaton Bob. You'll see what I'm doing right now. I am using OBS live right now to live stream, but I'm also going to record a video at the same time. So you'll see why it's good, but I'll explain why it's not good as well. Okay, so let's go start recording when I go to the main screen. Is OBS heavy on your computer? Should you use OBS for live streaming? I had a question from Check Heaton Bob, which I'm answering now. And I think he had a fair point. He actually questioned if OBS is the best way to go. What I normally say to this is OBS is an open broadcast software. It allows you to do multiple things and it does depend a lot on your computer. If you have a laptop and it's not too powerful. When I say not too powerful, I'm talking about, does it have a video graphics card built in? Does it have about 2 gigabytes of video memory? Is it good on RAM? 16 gigabytes of RAM is very good, I think, for a 1080p live streaming video. So if you're using OBS or you're thinking about using OBS, what I would say to you is do an OBS installation on your computer. It's a free software. You can download it, check what cameras you've got, plug the cameras into your OBS and set them up as webcam scenes like I have right now. You'll see I've got loads of scenes set up where they're automatically switching, which is a good benefit of OBS. However, the main question here is it system intensive? Well, you know what? It kind of is, but it depends on what your computer system is. Let me share my screen with you and actually show you. Right now, I am live streaming on Reddit with OBS. I'm also live streaming to YouTube on OBS. So let me show you my system resources, Task Manager, and show you how much of my system resources are actually being used. So let me turn my auto scene switcher off and take it to a certain screen. Actually, I can do this only screen. There you go. So right now you are seeing my screen. If I do CPU, hopefully you can see that. Let's make that a little bit bigger so you can see the tasks. And this is another good thing of OBS because I can do all of this live and show you it. Okay, so hopefully you can see that. You'll see OBS is using 31% of my CPU, and my memory is using about 540 megabytes, which is not a great deal of memory. It's got high power consumption, because obviously it's doing a power intensive task, but my secondary Apeman Studio for Reddit is not using as much. So if I go to performance, look at my CPU and you'll see the memory, I'm only using about 7 gigabytes of memory. So to answer the question about is OBS the best for live streaming, it can be if you set it up in the right way and you set up all the settings to configure 1080p video, you switch between cameras. It can be intensive, but if you have a recent computer, maybe the last 7 years, if you have a desktop computer, you'll be perfectly fine. You can live stream, it will use your system resources. The alternative, however, if you're not comfortable with OBS, you can get StreamYards, which is like an online platform, so it doesn't take as much of your resource of your computer. I did do a video about that, which I'll link you to right here, and you can check out the difference between OBS and StreamYards and why I use OBS a lot more. Luckily, my setup allows it, but I would say have a look at this video and I'll see you on that video next. Okay, check Heat and Bob. Did that answer your question? I kind of went into my auto recording mode there. Are you still here, or have you got bored and you left? Auto scene switcher, let's turn that off. Because you'll notice the reason I do the auto scene switcher is when I'm recording, it keeps people interested because this is switching a bit longer, like the cameras turn. Whereas if I was just talking like a normal front shot, it's not as good. So okay, I've shown him that, and let me put that title on that video, which was costs. Let me know if you're still here. What are you making on your channel, and see if I can help you in OBS. Is OBS heavy? Copy. Check it, and did that even answer your question? I'm hoping it answered your question. Okay, I've got a few more questions lined up, which I'll go into from my YouTube comments as well. Reddit, how are you guys doing today? Let me know if you have any questions over there. I've got quite a few people on Reddit as well, so let me know if I can help you in any way with your live streaming needs or cameras in general, really. Okay, let's paste that over here. Rename, paste. So I've made 3 videos already. How long have you been live streaming? Ah, great one. What kind of stuff do you make, Check Heat and Bob? Am I even saying that right? Click Heat and Bob? Yeah, it depends what kind of stuff you're making. I might be able to make like a more of a tailored video. If you let me know what you're recording, what your subject is, I can do another one that gives you a bit more information. Because I rarely do these live streams. I do them every couple of weeks. And whoever's here gets advantage of it because I actually give you like a dedicated consultation kind of thing based on your needs. So the more information you gave me, I might be able to help you set up another way that might be even better. Okay, so we've made 3 videos so far, and I've been live streaming for 25 minutes. Bam. So next in April, I've got 3 videos ready to be scheduled out, because up until April there's already old stuff that I've recorded, which you haven't probably seen yet. Okay, so that's another one done there. What's next? The action cameras that are 4K but not 4K. I'm gonna have a bit of a rant about this one. Okay. So Reddit action cameras, you remember I did a Reddit action camera live. I had 100,000 views for a 90-minute session on Reddit. They loved me talking about action cameras on Reddit. But yeah, hopefully I can help you, and if you like it, let me know. Okay, action cameras that are 4K but not 4K. That's the title. You ready for me to record that one? I might put a couple of these down so I can have something ready. Okay. And let's get ready to record that one. Should I do auto scene switcher? I might just do 2 cameras, that and that. I'll just do manually, I think, this time. Okay, start recording. The 4K action cameras that are not 4K is the title. Ready? I'm going to record this one. So today I'm talking about 4K action cameras that are actually not 4K at all. How confusing is that? So you'll get a camera, you'll buy it online, it'll say to you it's 4K. So there's one example of it. That's a 4K action camera. If you record onto this SD card, then okay, it's 4K. But did you know if you end up using it for another purpose, it's not actually going to be 4K? So I originally bought an action camera ages ago, which was a Goodman's action camera. It was a 1080p action camera. When you plugged it in via USB, you were able to use it as a webcam usage agent for live streaming. So if you want to use an action camera for live streaming, what you can do is plug in a lot of these cheap action cameras that are non-GoPro branded, and it's quite straightforward. You plug them in. I did a whole video about all the Apeman cameras where you can plug them in via HDMI or USB to get the best from them. But what you'll find out is when you plug them in, they end up being really bad quality, like just standard without any lights. And the reason for that is because the 4K action cameras are designed to record to a SD card in 4K, 4K. I can't even do my numbers anymore. 4K. But the thing about that is when you use it as a webcam, it could be 720p, 1080p, as little as that. It won't be 4K. So it's a bit confusing. When I originally bought my camera, I was like, what? So it's not a 4K camera then, is it? But then when you look at digging into it, and I think because I've done them for so long, I've got used to the fact that they're 4K for SD video recording when you're out and about. But for live streaming, they're not really designed for live streaming. So that kind of makes sense. Think about it. We're getting these types of cameras, the 4K action cameras, to do something they're not really designed to do. I do a lot of that on my channel where I'll get an action camera and say, oh, let's live stream with it. Let's see what it looks like. And you end up seeing the quality and it's not excellent. But then sometimes you get really shocky ones. This A100 from Apeman via HDMI, it actually was good quality. It won't be 4K, but it was good quality, as in good enough for me to live stream on and not worry about, to like show you stuff and show you examples of desks. So I think in that example, 4K can be good for recording outdoorsy stuff. But if you're not really an outdoorsy person, you can buy an action camera just as a for webcam usage and have it as a backup if you ever need to go on holiday. You can. It does very good video. It's for what it is. It's very tiny, and you can do great video for. Look at that catch. You see that catch? And you dropped it. But yeah, so you can use it for that purpose. But I think when you use it as a webcam, you have to take into account that, okay, it wasn't designed to be a webcam. So whatever we get from it is a benefit. So I think I needed to address that because I had a lot of comments about people saying, I got a 4K action camera, but when I used it as a webcam, it wasn't 4K. So the reason for that is it's a bit silly, really. The manufacturers should be able to use the 4K lens in there is 4K. So whether it's recording to the SD card or going to a USB as a webcam, why can't they? So it is a valid question, and I would like them to make a camera that if it is 4K, you can use it as a 4K action camera webcam at the same time. But that's yet to be invented yet, I think. But when they do invent it, I'm sure I'll get it on my channel to check for you guys. So I'll link you to another video here about how and what cameras you can use via HDMI and USB as a webcam. I'll see you on that next video right here. There you go. That's another video recorded right there for my YouTube channel, which you saw the behind the scenes of. It went a bit floppy, but I record mine in one take, as in what you see is what you get. Let me put the title on that video so I don't forget what it's called. I've already done 3 videos. That's my 4th video today. So we're doing good today. Collecting Bob, I've seen your question. I'm going to read it in a second. Let me just put this title on this video. And if you have any questions on Reddit or anywhere else today that you're watching me on, let me know and I can help you with your live streaming. I know a lot of people ask comments. I try and answer my comments as much as I can, but sometimes it's difficult to speak and tell you what I want to tell you in a comment. That's why these live streams every now and again are handy for you. So I'm going to go through the comment section in a bit after I get through a couple of more of these videos. I've got one more video to make, which will basically be like a week's worth of videos. I do one every other day on my YouTube channel when I post out videos. For 3 months, I posted a video every single day. I actually recorded them in bulk, but they went out every single day. Okay, so action cameras that are not 4K action cameras. Let's put that title on that and let's go to Bob's question. Rename. Okay, that's fine. So that one's done. The next one's going to be how your action camera fools you. I think that comes under the one I already made, but I might make 2 videos about that because a lot of people asked about it. Okay, live streaming, how are we doing today? Okay, there we go. So, Reddit, how are you guys doing today? It's a bit quiet on Reddit today. What's going on? Normally you guys are really, you give me all sorts of jokes and stuff, but Reddit's not giving me that much today. Okay, am I recording anymore? Okay, we're still live on both channels here. So I live stream to my group on Facebook group and my YouTube channel for around 2 hours live. Okay, that's good to know. So you want at least 2 hours live streaming. I live stream to my community group and involve guests. And let's have a look at your channel. Let me do a new window. Live streaming. Social YouTube. We'll have a quick glance at his, see what he kind of does. Sign in, no thanks. I agree. Let me get his name from here and copy and paste it over there. Bob, okay. Okay, I've got his channel up. Do you mind me showing it on the? Do you mind me showing it on screen? It'll show on Reddit and YouTube. Let me know. Okay, so group involves guests and like to play videos all in the live. I have a desktop PC and I use StreamYard at the moment, but OBS has more features. Yeah, you're definitely right about that. The amount of stuff you can do in OBS is amazing. So if you set up your camera as a front view camera, you can actually have additional screens. Let me show you. So if I wanted to show a video, I don't know, social. Well, you saw me do it today. Like I shared my desktop and I showed you my task manager and stuff. At the same time, I could play YouTube videos. So let me see what your channel's about. Everything Cleckheaton. Oh, Cleckheaton as in the place Cleckheaton. Ah, it makes sense now. He's in the UK, so big up to UK. Copy. I agree. Maps. Okay, so have you done any lives already? Videos. Just checking the channel out. Uploads. Past live streams. Okay, so you've got one at the moment, a live stream 1 month ago. Okay, so I can see an example of that. What I would do is, have you got a location where you can live stream from all the time? Like, for example, I always use this desk here as a live stream session. And anytime I live stream, you can bring in website URLs into OBS as separate sources. So what I used to do is, if I had guests, I used to bring guests into them. Like, I used to do a Skype with the guest and then use a Skype URL as part of that. Borg, I just want to watch live streams. I don't want to talk about them. Oh, well, what we're doing today, Borg, is thanks for the silver award. Very nice of you. We're kind of helping people live stream that want to live stream. So sometimes you'll find someone trying to live stream starts and they're like, wait a minute, actually there's a lot more to this than just live streaming. So there's extra tips and tricks that we share. So stuff that I've learned, I'm kind of helping give back to let you guys know how you can make use of them. So hopefully that explains why we're doing this live session on Reddit today about live streaming. I use my old photography gear as live streaming. He's joking around. Borg, yes, 007. He's a James Bond of Reddit, isn't he? Wiper X officials. Hello, how are you today, Wiper? Nice to have you on. Let me know if I can help you with anything about your live streams. Okay, so I had a desktop PC and a StreamYard at the moment, but OBS has more features. Bob, what I'll do in your example is don't get Streamlabs OBS. I had that for a while and it didn't get as many features as just OBS, as in OBS, the old one. The old OBS, you can actually set up virtual cameras, which is what I'm doing right now. I've made my OBS session a virtual camera. Then I opened up another OBS session and I said I want to live stream to Reddit. And in Reddit, I made it look at my OBS camera, which is a virtual camera. So anything I change on this camera filters over to Reddit so I can see both things at the same time. So in your example, you could probably live stream in OBS to Facebook and YouTube a number of ways. You could do it the way I did it, which is a bit like complex, but I did it that way so I could see both chats at the same time. So when people ask questions, I can answer them. But if you're playing games and video games and live, you can share your screens in there as well. So that would be like a a virtual screen that you could share via your software, depending on what you're using. If you're using Skype, you can do it. Zoom does it. A lot of the Teams, everything does it these days. But yeah, so that's hopefully answering you. Viper, how are you doing today? Let me know about your questions if you have any. I have one more video I need to make, and then we're going to go into the YouTube comments. So it's basically people have left comments. I'm going to answer them and let you know about these common questions. So let's get onto that. Okay. Live streaming. Comments. Okay, should I go to the comments? Should I answer one more video question? Where's the videos? So how your action camera fools you? We kind of already made that video. Is my mic still on? Yeah. Okay, how OBS helps me make multiple videos. That might be a good one. Okay, I already explained that, but let's use that, because while I'm in the swing of things, I might as well make a few of these videos. And if you're dropping in live chat, let me know if you have any questions. I can answer your question as soon as I get done making this. How OBS helps me make multiple videos is today's topic. Also, if you notice, look at my background. I've put an extra light, a pink light. Does that look good? Compared to normally used to be all green, but I've had 2 color layers now. So you can see there's a Coke bottle on top of the light there. Can I point to it? It's all opposite here, so I have to point the opposite way. Okay, so yes, where are we today? Okay, that looks good. How OBS helps me make multiple videos is the title, and I'm gonna record this live. So if I mess up, you'll see me mess up live. Ready? How are you doing, boys and girls? Let me know. Start recording. You ready? So you may know already, I always hoot on about it. OBS, OBS, OBS. Why is it so good? Is it that good? Well, it's not excellent, but it's okay. For what I do, it actually makes a great deal of sense. I use OBS to make multiple videos. What do I mean by that? I can actually live stream on OBS at the same time as recording videos about live streaming. That's like a inception thing there, right there. So right now, this is a live stream, which is going out today, which is, what's the date? Let me let you know the date. So you can, 13th of March, on a Saturday, I'm live streaming. However, during my live stream, I record a separate video answering a question, which I then later upload on my channel for all the viewers, because nobody really wants to watch a replay of like a 2-hour live stream of me answering questions. They have one question. So that video that I make in OBS answers a specific question, might be 2 or 3 minutes video long. I put that on my channel so people find it and then they can get the answer. The main thing here is finding the right equipment, the right software to help make your life easier, because creating videos and editing videos can be a nightmare. When you record a video, if I was to record this video here with multiple angles, like all this angle business going on here, how long would that take? I'll have to have 4 separate cameras. I'll have to have 4 separate memory cards, record onto the memory cards, get all the memory cards into my computer, find out which camera card was which camera card, find out the files, find out the audio, sync it all up, add it in editing, and then edit out bits that I want to show and bits that I don't want to show. Oh, I want to show that camera, I want to show that camera. That can easily go into 4 or 5 hours of editing. In OBS, I plug all my cameras in as webcams, so it thinks it's a webcam. That is a Canon DSLR camera. That is a camcorder. Then I've got the top down, which you probably see up here, which is like another camcorder, which I use via HDMI. All these go into the software, and then I can record multiple videos simply by hitting start recording. When it starts recording, what does that mean? It records a file to my hard drive, which then is actually ready for me to go straight onto YouTube. So you might notice in some of my videos, when I speak or when I end the video, I kind of look down and I click a button. That's me basically clicking stop recording. And that's how I can do one video every single day for 3 months, which I did in the past. I still do a lot of videos. I do like 3 or 4 videos in a week. And that's how I do it. And then sometimes I get even more cheeky when I go on a live stream on a Saturday. And then during my live stream, like I'm doing right now, I'll record another video for my channel for a later point. Is that cheating? Not really. It's giving people enough information to help them out. So if you're looking at OBS, you're thinking about using it, I basically just explained why I use it, how it makes my life easier. I can edit a lot more videos without actually editing them. The file is ready to upload. The only thing that takes a bit of time is me having to make a thumbnail for it and doing the tags. Lamstock, hello. Nice to have you on chat. This is live stream YouTube chat. We're also live streaming on Reddit as well. That's another good thing about OBS. So if you're thinking about making multiple videos, you can do it because you can make them as video files. You can make them as live streams. You can live stream to Reddit. You can live stream to YouTube. You can live stream to Facebook. Even Twitter lets you live stream to a point now. So make the best use of it. I'm sure a lot of people out there are interested in what you want to share. So don't let it hold you back. Make sure you make the video and share it, and then let the viewers decide. You'll always have some people that enjoy it and some people that don't, because we can't please everyone. But as long as you're putting something out there, it'll get you on the starting footpath. I think I've got over 500 videos on my channel now. I was checking the other day. I was like, oh wow, that's quite a lot of videos. My target's 1,000 videos. So here's another video for you to check out, and I'll see you on that video. Whack, there you go. So that was another video made, live streamed, recorded. Let me put a title on that so I don't forget what it was about. How OBS helps me make multiple videos will be that title. Let me put it on the file. I can show you. Should I show you this? Let me know if you want to see a behind the scenes of my screen as I'm doing them, because you can see the files and stuff as they get created. So that is a 3-minute 43-second file ready to go to YouTube, and it's a 1080p video. Perfectly fine as a proper video. Rename. So we've made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 videos today. And how long have I been live streaming? Under an hour, 45 minutes I've been live streaming, and I've made 5 videos to go onto YouTube. Where else can you do that? Come on now, don't tell me OBS isn't that good. There are niggles and things with OBS, so I do understand that, but okay, this is amazing behind the scenes stuff. Wicked Lambstock, what kind of channel do you have? What do you make on your channel? Let me know if I can talk more about anything in particular. What I do every few weeks, I'll do a live stream on YouTube, basically answering questions about, like, people ask questions on my channel. I can't really answer in text. I try my best to answer as many as I can in comments, but these like kind of help out. Do you give a quick edit before upload? No, I upload it exactly as it is. So what I do is I click record, and I'm like, I just get straight into the topic. It's off the cuff. So it's not like very well scripted or anything. It's just me speaking as I would normally speak. But I think that's the best way to do it. Because then if someone meets you, you're the same as you are on the video. I'm not like too well edited or something. Because I often say stuff like not right. And then I'll just correct myself in the video. I don't go into the effort of going back and deleting that bit out. It's like, I made a mistake. Okay, sorry to be a nuisance. No, it's all right. Go ahead. Why is live quality not as good as my recording quality? Yes, okay. So that is to do with the OBS settings. Are you on your computer now? Have you got OBS open? Because I might be able to share my screen and show you what sections you need to go to get a good one, a good setting. Or I might be able to give you a video. I did a video about getting the right settings, I think. Okay, so I live stream to Twitch while making animation sketches for YouTube. Ooh, interesting. Can I check your channel out live? Can I show you on screen? Let me go and open up a window. I had Cleck Heat and Bob up, but I'm not sure I can share his channel live. Lambstock. Let's see what you got. 75 videos. Let's have a. Let me bring up my screen so you can see it. Twin cam view, only screen, cam view, but show my desktop, which is. There we go. But why is that screen so? Okay, there we go. Let me reposition that. Lambstock. Hey, thanks for checking my channel. Really appreciate it. Here is where I park my comedy sketches, animations, vlogs. It looks like a nice. I like the banner. I like your banner. Oh, okay. Too late. Okay, so yeah. No, but I like that. You got a nice setup there. And you know what? A lot of these animation videos do really well. Have you seen the stick animation guy? There's a guy who makes stick animation and is next level. A lot of your stuff looks familiar to that. But it's good that you got started. But yeah, looking good there. Okay, so let me know if it's anything in particular that you want me to look at or help you with. So your OBS quality, Bob, are you still in? Let me know if it's your quality that you're having issues with. Because if it is, I can show you a OBS setting. Have you already got OBS installed? Or how OBS helps me make multiple videos. And Reddit, you guys are quiet today. What's going on? Normally there's a lot more Reddit activity, and I'm going a bit quiet today on Reddit. Is that what it's called? Is it the High Kick? Is that the channel name? Let me have a look. Was it the High Kick? But yeah, so I think if you use OBS in the right way, well, you can, let me get, if you use it in the right way, it actually makes it so much easier. But I always hoot on about it because every other video of mine is about OBS. Because people ask me, oh, I'm struggling to do this, I'm struggling to do that. But then I'm like, you're doing it a long way. I think it might be that the case is because I've used it so long, not long to be honest. I've only taken YouTube seriously in the last 2 years where I've been posting regularly. And in that 2 years, I've always used OBS. Before that, I used editing software. I might make this into a video. Let me make a video about this. Because otherwise I'm giving you tips, but which aren't being shared with everybody else. Okay, that's that one done. So I've done another one there. What else have I got on my list? I've got, can I record 5 YouTube videos in under an hour? Watch me behind the scenes live. Well, I've just done that, haven't I? Is it an hour yet? 47 minutes and we've done it. I might rename this live stream that and keep it under an hour. Does that sound like a good idea? So I've got like 10 minutes to go through a few comments and then I can rename this live stream. Yeah. That might be a good test just to see how it does well. How do I record so many videos? Watch me make videos live. That was another potential title for this video. The biggest, I basically got a list of ideas that I normally have. Why is your video quality so rubbish? 5 reasons you don't need a new live camera. Look what happens when you buy second hand. What do you need ATM Mini for? I've done all of these videos already. I think last weekend. Yes, so Bob, are you still here? Let me know if you want me to show you that setting. Because I think the main... Actually, let me make that. Why is... Okay. That's a good question, which I'm just going to make into a video. I'm just going to do it. Okay. So why is my live quality not as good as my recorded quality? That is a good question, and that deserves a video. Why is my live quality not as good as my recorded quality? You ready? I'm going to record. Lambstock, if you're still here, you'll see me make this video exactly as it will be uploaded to YouTube later. So it's basically getting in the zone. Let me get in the zone. Why is my live quality not as good as my recording quality? So today I'm going to answer the question, why is my live streaming quality not as good as my recorded video quality? There's a number of things here you need to consider, but today I'm going to explain the main reasons why the quality is not the same. There's 2 entirely different things here. What you want to think about is when you're recording to a SD card in your memory card, in your camera, it's recording at a higher bitrate. Bitrate means it's able to take in more information and make a bigger file size. If I record on my Canon DSLR camera, a 5-minute file can be easily over a couple of gigabytes. If I record in OBS as a file to my desktop, I can actually get a 5-minute file about 400 megabytes, which is tiny. Why is the size difference in file size? Is because it's not capturing as much information as the DSLR is to memory card. I choose to record on my OBS session at lower bitrate. Bitrate means I actually record it, for example, a minute file would probably be about 80, 90 megabytes. Whereas a minute file on my DSLR would be easily a couple of 100 megabytes because it's taking in more information. But do I need all that information? I'm not making any fancy advert or luxury commercial for someone that's paying me for it. This is more of a sharing information video. So when I make this type of information video, what I like to do is use the enough quality to make the video edit easy, lightweight on my computer, easy to upload because a smaller file is easier to upload to YouTube, it's quicker to upload to YouTube, and if you ever have to edit it, it's a smaller file. However, on the flip side, if you were doing a paid gig for someone and you had to make a really high quality file, you would record in the highest setting possible because when you edit a higher video, you can funnel down to a smaller quality and always go back to the original. But with these videos, a lot of the ones that I make the how-to guides about, it's basically giving you information about things I talk about, things I share on my desktop, for example, like this. And 1080p at a lower bitrate is fairly okay. You could watch this on your mobile phone. I normally see videos on my smart TV, and if that's like a massive TV. If they're good quality there, then you know you're doing fine. And these 1080p videos seem okay on my smart TV. So that's what makes me think that it's okay. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about large video sizes and small video sizes compared to the live streaming capabilities. The reason I didn't really answer the question that you came up with, but the answer to the question is live stream quality is different because it has to go over the internet. Most of us with broadband in the UK tend to have about 10 to 15 megabytes upload speed to the internet. So if you're live streaming, you have to keep between that limit, which means if you were to 4K live stream, you can have frame rates dropping and not keeping up to that speed unless you have super fiber optic special radar broadband that you get that I don't get. Then you're okay, but you don't need to go 4K live streaming unless you're doing something like gameplay, which then that's a whole new kettle of fish. You could actually downscale in your software from 4K video playing to 1080p 60 frames a second, which will still give you the same smooth kind of gameplay. But I don't really do gameplay, so I can't really comment on that. But let me know what you think about that. I'll give you another video here that you can check out that will give you more information about live streaming and making the best of your quality. I'll see you on that video. Wham bam. Okay, that's another one kicked out. So, Resident Bet, thank you for the silver. We've got 2 silver awards today on Reddit. You guys are awesome. Let me know if I can help you. Today's live session is about giving back. So basically, I've loads of comments on my YouTube channel about live streaming, how I do it, what I do, why I don't do some stuff, what cameras are good, that kind of stuff. So let me know if I can help you. And Lamstock, you are still around. Did that give you any information? Did that help? Or Bob even? That's YouTube, sorry. So I have to refer to 2 different places today. How long have we been going? 52 minutes. So I think I might keep this under an hour. Let's do a quick YouTube comments and Q&A answer. And then I think I'll call this a day because I've done quite well today. Under an hour, we recorded how many videos? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 videos today. Ranging from 5 minutes all the way down to as little as 3 minutes. I don't want them to be too long. A lot of the videos, you'll kind of get loads of fluff in there that you don't need. If I'm searching a video about an action camera, tell me what the action camera is like within the first 20, 30 seconds. You know, I don't want to be, make sure you subscribe. You know, it's a bit long. If people like it, they'll do what they want to do. But the main thing is, as long as you get the information you want and it helps you, that's my main aim. Let's go to the next one and see what is on our list. Let me keep an eye on YouTube. I don't think I've got... Okay, so yes, chats today is a bit quieter today. Is it because of the time I picked? Reddit, how are you guys doing today? What's going on, Reddit? Normally you guys are up there and it's like a bit quiet today. No one's asking me any questions on Reddit apart from Borg 007, the James Bond of Reddit. Yeah, boy. Okay, that one's done. Let's go to the next one. What is my live quality like? Let me rename that. I think as I'm on the roll, I might... Because what happens is, once I make the video, I need to remember to also make thumbnails for these videos. And that can be a nightmare sometimes because you want a nice thumbnail to explain what you're talking about. But I might do a video about how I do my live thumbnails. Reddit, would you like to see me do a video about how I make my live thumbnails? Like what software I use and stuff. What are your thoughts on video compressors such as Handbrake? Will they ruin my video? Oh, yes, good question. What I did a while ago, I have Toy Story on DVD and I used Handbrake to make it a better size so I could put it in USB and stick it on my smart TV to watch the video back. It's not my favorite, but the family normally like watching Toy Story. So I've got all 3, that box set's like all of them. And yeah, I used Handbrake. To be honest, it was okay. It was good. But what I tend to do is if it's a big file, a long file, then you want to use something like Handbrake. But what you'll find a lot better is I've used VLC player, you know, the media player. Is this mic a bit too far? I didn't adjust my mic today. Yeah, so if you use VLC, the media player, you can actually convert files in that software. It's a lot easier, a lot quicker, and it gives you decent results. I've used that for some of my live streams because I used to do the photography live show. I was sponsored for like 6 episodes or something for the photography live show, and that I had to compress and send off to the sponsors. And I used VLC for that, and it did quite well. So like my 2-hour show compressed down ended up being like 500 megabytes, whereas originally it was like 2 gig or something. So it does well, and also do the right compression rates. So yeah, you can use a few softwares out there, but and again, it depends. I'm talking about this kind of stuff, which isn't too frame rate intensive. There's nothing really fancy and fast happening here. But if you've got gameplay, you might have to go down a different route because gameplay, obviously, you know, when you're changing characters and that, you don't want glitches on that. That's a different scenario though. Okay, so that's another one. I'm still looking at Lamstock's channel here. Still got it up. It looks interesting. I might give you a little eyes on Twitter as well. Ireland. He's in Ireland. You're still here, Lam. Have you gone? Finding anything useful that I've said, or is it? Okay, that's that done. I think I might work out another quick little session. And Reddit. What's going on with you guys today? Resident Bet 68008 and Borg 007 smashing it up. Okay. What was the next title? Okay, I've got a list of titles here. And let me go on to that. Apeman Studio is already open. But yes, today's session basically a bit of a... Should I do a little fancy switch? There's the videos I made so far, which you can probably see. Kind of. So as I record them, they basically drop into this folder. And then they're ready to upload to YouTube. So I don't do any fancy additional editing or cutting or anything. I just whack them straight up. Okay, so if I do my top-down shot to hide my screen, there you go. And then you can do tools, advanced screen switcher, start, and I'll loop through my scenes to make the live stream a bit more interesting. So it basically does like 5 seconds, 10 seconds. So you get that screen. A little bit while it gets another screen. You can't do that on Streamlabs OBS, but you can do it on OBS because it's like a switcher. Okay, so live streaming is something that helps us. It can be something that many people can make use of. Let me check if I'm under my hour. Ideally, I don't want to go over an hour because then I think it's too long. 56 minutes. Let's do a quick 4-minute Q&A of my YouTube comments. Let me bring that screen up. Tools, advanced scene switcher, stop. Oh, it started to rain now. I thought it wouldn't rain today, but it has rained. Okay, let's go only screen. Drop my little camera on there so you can see my camera somewhere there. Okay, so now it's going to be a quick Q&A of the most recent questions. So I'm using my Canon GTX camera. It's possible to make this work for the setup. I tested my HDMI cable, linking my laptop with a portable monitor, and it works fine. Okay, I think my camera to my TV HDMI cable can play recorded video. Okay, some cameras only do playback. So if your camera only does playback, hello Jacob, how's it going? You okay? Nice to have you on the live stream today. We're doing Q&A today about live streaming. I'm going through some of the questions asked. I've already done a few good tips about live streaming. So if you're into live streaming or you're thinking about it, let me know your comments, questions today, and I can answer them live. So some cameras offer live streaming via HDMI. Some cameras only let you only view playback, so you can't watch a live stream like I'm doing here. It might only show you, oh, you've recorded a video, you've taken photos, you can play them back over HDMI on your television, for example. So stuff like that's fine, but sometimes that might not be an option on your camera. So that's probably why random collections. That's answering your question. Nice video, but I still have some problems with contacted audio input to OBS. The sound makes it static. Any suggestions? Okay, this can be sometimes down to the cable. Is there an alternative for voice meter? Yes, when you say voice meter, do you mean making your voice change? As in like, or monitoring the levels? What do I use? I use Apeman. Well, let me check. I've got it installed. I forgot the name of it. Apeman or Apeman? I've installed, let me, so I use Apeman Studio, I think it is. Let me show you the thing. Apeman. What's it called? Apeman voice meter, because you can integrate it into OBS, I think. Apeman. Oh yeah, Apeman. This one. Let me show you my desktop. That one. Apeman. I use that quite a lot, but I've got a mixer, so I can actually see my levels on my mixer anyway. So it's kind of alright. But you can use Apeman if you're talking about live streaming on Twitch, just to monitor your audio levels, if that's what you mean. Okay, so that's done. Kitching. I like that name, Kitching, as in like a till. Kitching. Okay, what's the next question? Let me get that over here. Yes, okay, so when I connect this card to my phone, its screen is 30 frames a second and all games are limited to 30 frames a second. Can you tell me why? Yes, so the card, HDMI card, is a 30 frames a second card. So you can't go above that. You need to buy an Elgato memory HDMI converter card. What I'm calling it the wrong name. The capture card, if the HDMI cheap one that I've got is only 30 frames a second. If you want a higher 60 frames a second, you have to buy the Elgato 60 frames one. Obviously that costs a bit more money, so it's limited by the thing you're using. We've got a few more coming here. I mean by transferring my system audio and voice to streaming PC from my gaming one and getting OBS alerts and music from my streaming PC to gaming. It's really confusing. Okay, I think I get what you mean. Let me see if I understand you. So let me go back to my full screen. Okay, so we've got a question here, Reddit. We've got a question for live stream on YouTube. We're basically looking to have 2 computers for live streaming. I mean by transferring my system audio and voice streaming PC from my gaming one. So then your gaming PC will have your mic connected to that and your gameplay on your gaming PC. You're looking to transfer that to your secondary PC, which is live streaming the actual live stream. So then it's not using your CPU to make your game like slower or your intense processor. So you're looking to set up, what would I say for that? I would say OBS. Okay, audio and voice to streaming PC from my gaming one. So in theory, OBS offers something, don't they? So when you set up an OBS session on your computer, what you need to look for is okay, so you need to look for, what's his name? He does a lot of this. Let me give you his video link. Let me find the channel, because he did a really good video explaining this, and it'll take me too long to explain it in the live stream. I'd rather you just watch his video and explain it to you. He basically Epox Wax. Is that his name? Epox Wax. He basically shows you a setup or setting up a separate gaming PC for streaming. It's a really good channel. Let me find his thingy. He does loads of tutorials and stuff as well. So I'll give you his channel. That's his channel. Hopefully it's come up in chat. Check out his channel and search for multi-streaming setup. What he basically does is he sets up 2 PCs. I'm planning to do that at some point, but I don't play gameplay, so it won't help me that much. Using the famous $15 capture card, I'm only having trouble with the audio. Voice meter is a temporary solution, which I'm using. Okay, but it gets the work done. Yes, I would say to you, use your gameplay via that cheap the capture card. I'm using that right now. I'm using it up there. That one is a cheap HDMI capture card, and then up here is a cheap HDMI capture card with a camcorder. So it does fine for this kind of stuff. But gameplay, you're going to get only 30 frames a second. And also something to think about is when you're streaming, just get a separate mic. Get a USB mic and plug it in via USB. It's going to work out a lot cheaper. You can get like a cheap mic for about 50-ish pounds these days. I've got this XLR to a mixing board, which is long, but I do podcasting and stuff, so I need it to be a bit more better quality. But yeah, if you check out that Epox Wax, he does really good videos. He'll be a good guy too, because he's more gaming related. I'm not really gaming, so I try and do tests and stuff, but it's more about like teaching type stuff, educational stuff, like how to do this, how to do that. Okay, so what else was the next one? Wait, let me show you his channel. Well, I won't show you his channel. Okay, so that's that one done. I think I might have gone over my 1 hour. What's the opinion on voice meter? In what context, Jacob? Voice meter as in how do you, or is he asking Kaching, or is he asking me? Reddit, how are you guys doing today? Reddit has been very quiet today. I'm disappointed in you, Reddit. Normally you guys are up there and asking me loads of questions, but today you guys are just quiet. So let me know if you have any live streaming questions or answers. I'll give you the answers if you have questions, or you might be able to tell me something about this the program. I've not used it. Let me check it. Voice meter. Voice meter is an audio mix application and endowed with virtual. Why don't you use Audacity? Is it basically like Audacity? No, I'm in the UK, British. Kaching. I was asking you. Okay. Jacob, yes. So if you're using voice meter, I use Audacity. And the reason I use Audacity is I do podcasting. I record, like for example, I could live stream onto Reddit and also kick off Audacity in the background to record my voice on this microphone. And then in my Audacity session, I've got macros set up. So for my voice, I do a number of compression, filter, noise suppression, those kind of things. I've set them up as a macro. So whenever I record a podcast, I'll click a macro button and it automatically adds all that stuff for me. So the main thing with me is I want to make my life really easy. Once I record something, I want to be able to use it in multiple places. So for example, in my live stream, I record videos for YouTube. I also record a podcast at the same time. Yeah, Audacity is really good. It's very simple. Shall I show you it? Let me show you my Audacity. And I'll show you what I mean. So if I go, and you can actually see a live demo of me recording into it. Is Voice Meter free or do you have to pay for it? Okay, let me show you my screen. Oh, you can't see all of it, but let me bring it down. Okay, that is Audacity. It's very simple. Hopefully you can see this. So let me record. You ready? Jacob, watch this. It's OBS when I can send something to my system but not through my headset. Okay, so watch this now. Right now I'm live streaming on Reddit. I'm live streaming on YouTube. My volume's a little bit high there. Why is my volume so high? Let me turn that. I've got a mixer board. So I'm live streaming to Reddit. I'm live streaming to YouTube. And I can actually record a video to play back later on YouTube. I can actually record. This is the recording for Audacity. So that I could record at the same time. And then I can put out an episode on my podcast. So let me show you what I do next. For those guys live streaming, if I click stop, there is my Audacity recording. So now you'll see if I zoom out, that's basically the little session that I recorded right now. What I do is I zoom out, I select all, I do tools, apply macro, and I've got one called Zulf Talks. I click that and it actually automatically fixes my voice. And what that does is it changes the compression, there's a few things it does, but then that is all quite easy and quick to do. And then that file exports MP3 and whack it onto my podcast. It's like quite good. So if you're using it, I can only tell you about software I've used. So because I've used that, I can tell you about Voice Meter I've not used. There may be additional benefits there, but I haven't learned them yet. So I might check that out. So thanks for mentioning that. Zod AQ, hello, I'm going to have a read of your question. Give me a second. It's OBS when I can send something to my stream, but not through my headset. Oh, you can send it through my headset, through your stream, but not through my headset. Is your headset the one with the USB, or is it the one with the two jacks? Is there like a green and red one? Because some computers don't have both, so you have to get like a converter. Is that right? Okay, Voice Meter is free. Oh, okay, it's for virtual mixer. Okay, let me go back to this other question we've got here. So, hi Zulf, I just upgraded my mic to the AT2020. Oh, nice. And got the Scarlett Solar. Yeah, I'm looking to add compressor in OBS. How do you set up correctly? I cannot seem to get it right. Okay, I've got a video about that, which I can link you to, or I can show you it right now. The compressor is going to be, compressor is going to be based on your voice. So there's going to be a few things in case of testing. When I set up my OBS before, when I didn't have a mixing board, I had to do it straight into the computer, and I found that I had to play with it a lot to get the right balance. But as soon as I got a mixer, all the compression's done in my mixer now. So on your, I'm sure the compressor comes in the I never know how to say that properly, the Focus, right? They offer the compressor built in, don't they? Is that the single XLR one you got, where you just plug a single XLR and it's got the two dials in the front? I was looking at that, but I wanted 4 mics, so I ended up getting the Yamaha mixer board, the MG10XU. Let me know and I can see, bro, how do you blur your background? The cam quality looks really sick. Also, what cam are you using? Okay, thank you. This is a Canon DSLR camera being used as a webcam. It's a 50mm 1.4 lens, so it means it just gets blurry when you go back. And that's just like a backdrop, which is probably about 4 feet away. So all of these little things, lighting, I use 3-point lighting, which I also explain. But I think you're doing gaming, are you? So you might not need to... What kind of channel do you have? Let me check your channel out. Lamstock I was looking at before. Let's have a look at Kid. Chig. Is that you? That little baby Mufasa. Videos. Oh, so you do Minecraft gaming kind of game. Not Minecraft, Roblox. Kronk playlist. Okay. I saw your video other day, and when I outsigned from video card to OBS. Okay, that's a question. When I outsigned from video card to OBS, I Sony where the game play here a pour of stat. Amazing Jacob. You need to check out I Master This. If you play Minecraft or Roblox, check out I Master This. Amazing Jacob. He actually live streams gameplay, so you might want to join and play a game. Amazing Jacob. I might drop his thing in there. Huh? Did I spell that wrong? Jamazing Jacob. Oh yeah, I like that. 2021, Happy New Year. Videos. I'm just having a look at your stuff. Roblox, Bloxburg walking tips, Prisoner released. Let me show you a channel you guys need to check out. I Master This is a bad boy. Okay, I'll drop it in chat. Free shout out for I Master This. How do I share this?
Hello, guys.
Okay, copy that and let me put it in chat for those that like to Roblox and Mindblocks. What do you call it? Oh, I've got lost now. Where am I? Okay, there we go. Voice meter we were looking at. Live chat. I'll drop this in for the Minecraft guys. Check that channel out for Minecraft and thingy videos. He does decent ones. He's not a massive channel, but he's probably like a good one to check out. Okay, so I've got the Scarlett Solo, so it only has one mic input and one instrument input. Yes, it's a great little bit of, yeah, I like it. It's really good for like a single setup. The mixer boards affordable and easy to use. I think for the price you paid for the Scarlett Solo, yes, the mixing board is very good. Let me show you the one I've got. I'll send you a link to the video you can check out. Content, mixer board. What kind of stuff do you make? Was it Zode AQ? What kind of stuff are you making? Is it music? Yamaha mixer. What did I call it? I forgot what I called it now. Is it Yamaha maybe? Oh yes, Kaching, I've turned my subscribers off. Okay. I tend to think subscribers, people look at subscribers, they shouldn't look at subscribers. So yeah, I did a Reddit. Are you still with me, Reddit? I did an experiment on Reddit where I live streamed, where I turned off my subscribers, and I said to people, what do you think my channel, how many subscribers do you think my channel has? And then they guessed it. So I turned off my subscribers and said, okay, look at my videos. How many subscribers do you think I have? So, Kaching, how many subscribers do you think I have? Let me know in chat. It'll be interesting to see if you're right or wrong. Okay, I'm showing you a mixer board on it. So if I do playlist, and let me get you that video. Product reviews, that might be a good one for you to see. No, do you want to see the mixer? What did I call it? See, I forget what I call my videos. I got like 500 videos on my channel. Podcast something maybe. Okay, content. Yeah, great. When you next one, I wasn't aware you were live. Oh, Bob, thank you. You're still here. Nice one, mate. Yes. So every couple of weeks, it's not like a set schedule. I get loads of comments on my YouTube, and people ask questions. So what I do is I'll every couple of weeks come on and just say, oh, okay, you asked these questions. Here are the answers, and then I can link those people to that live stream and say you might find it better for me to talk to you about your question, because sometimes explaining it in text gets like too many back and forth. So maybe 2 weeks time again if I have enough comments, but the comments have been kicking off recently. Everybody's asking about live streaming. Everybody's at home, so they want live streaming, help and kind of assistance kind of thing. Okay, I'm still looking for that live. What's going on? Podcast. Do you make money off YouTube? Not enough. We'd all like to make a lot more money off YouTube. Okay, podcast levels. Let me show you that one. Okay, this is a good one. Who is it? Zod AQ, you're still here? I'm using it for mainly game streaming and game. Okay, you want this one then. Get shareable link. The first one I got was Mixer. Okay, so Zod AQ, if you want a mixer, look at the Behringer mixers. Is a cheap one. When I say cheap, probably about £50 UK, and it's actually decent. I used that before I used this, and I liked it. But the reason I got the Yamaha was I don't have to do any editing with this Yamaha mixer board. There's no background noise, there's no hiss. It sounds nice and like professional kind of. And then I've got a cheapo mic as well, to be honest. It's not an expensive mic. I am monetized. Yes, I am. Do you make money off YouTube? So yeah, anybody in chat, it'll be interesting to see. If you've seen my channel, let me know how many subscribers you think I have. I always ask this question in Reddit because I turn my subscribers off. People are thinking, oh, why did you turn it off? So it's not because they're really low, and it's not because they're really high. So I am monetized, so you'll know they're over 1,000 then. Okay, are you okay? And wait, have I missed any questions? Okay, Tiago Baptiza, did I answer your question? I saw your video about Das. Yeah, Tiago Baptiza, can you rephrase your question? I'm not sure I understand it. Sorry. You mentioned video card. You mentioned Sony where gameplay has poor or static. You mean video static, audio static? Let me know more. Yeah. If you're monetized, you have to have over 1,000 subscribers. Okay, so what's my next topic? But yes, the regular viewers that come in on live stream, if you have questions about your live stream, do let me know, because you're actually benefiting from me giving you like one-on-one advice here, which I rarely do for like just off the cuff free. It's normally like consultation, which is separate. But as part of this live stream, if you make it to my live stream, you've taken the time to watch me, so I'll help you out where I can. Would you recommend using OBS plugins? Yes, I use a lot of OBS plugins. I use plugins to make my virtual cam. I use script plugins. I use advanced switcher plugins. As long as you use proper plugins and test them, they're very good. So my switching one, wait, let me turn my switching on. Advanced scene switcher. And then start. And you can use like audio switches as well, where you can compress the noise and stuff and make like gaming noises and that. So that's a plugin which actually changes the camera angles. So all these things are very handy to have. I'm gonna say 1,000 odd subs. Oh no, a bit more than 1,000. Amazing, Jacob. Good guess, but nah, you're quite low. They are quite good. I'm quite happy with the. But the main thing to think about is a lot of gaming channels look at subscribers, but I'm not really. I wouldn't say, but I'm not too fussed about subscribers. The main thing I look at is the videos I make helping someone. So if someone finds it helpful, as long as they watch it and they get what they want to get from it, I don't really mind if they subscribe or not. So I'm not too bothered with the subscriber rate, which is why I hid my subscribers, because they're not. It's like a vanity thing, isn't it? Advanced scene switcher, stop. So I stopped that again. When I normally record videos, a bit more than that, amazing Jacob, a bit more. When I record live streams, I'll do like a one angle. But then when I'm recording an actual video for my channel, I'll do like a flip with the plugin, so you get like, it looks a bit more interesting with the multiple angles and that. Okay, so did I give you what you wanted? Any more questions in chat? Let me know and I can help you about your live streams. Reddit has been very quiet today for some reason. Let me check why Reddit is quiet. Is there some maintenance going on? If you don't know, I'm live streaming to Reddit, live Apeman Studio, and to YouTube Studio at the same time today. Okay, I might make another video, you know. Let me make another video. You can watch my behind the scenes. I think I will get a mixer board. Looks like a better way to use compression. Just a quick question. Do I plug in the mixer into my Scarlett Solo? Oh, yes. Okay. Let me check your channel out. Did you mention? I think you might have said it. Okay, I'm just using it for mainly game streaming and gaming. What kind of games do you play? Zod AQ. What I would do, if you can, how much did you pay? Are you in the UK? Let me check you out. I mastered this Zod AQ. Is that you? So no, that's Zodiac, not Zodiac. I couldn't find your channel. But yeah, if you're doing gaming, you can go down two routes. The compression in OBS is not great. When I originally used the microphone, I did not use the OBS compression. Thanks for your mix me one looks like way better. I'm in the UK. Oh yes, okay. Let me give you a link. Social Drive. Have I got Drive? Let me talk amongst yourself while I get you some links. Have I got some? I normally used to have. I used to have background music that I used to play in the background. Have I got that? Is that it? Okay, let's copy that. Copy. That's my whole screen, by the way. Copy. Wide shot. Let's paste that down here. Now you should hear some background music playing. Let me know if you hear some background music. I use raw audio for my streams. Yeah, a lot of people use headsets. They're fine. It depends what you want to do with it. Let me show you. It depends how professional you want it to sound. Because when you start going down podcasting and stuff, you want like a steady arm. You want a good mic. Sound. It makes your voice sound a lot more radio quality. Okay, let me get you a couple of links to good deals. I got here mixers. I'm sure I saved a link to a mixer. Apeman switcher. Mixer. Okay, audio mixer board. Scarlett. That's one of the ones I looked at. What else have we got? Yeah, Blue Snowball's good, but it does pick up a lot of noise around the room as well. It's not like condensed. Whereas here, I've got like two computers which are really loud fans. So this kind of just, you only hear my voice. You don't hear the extra noise. Drive. Let's do search for the mixer. Find. Mixer. Okay. Oh, you know what? You know what a good thing is? If you would... I was really impressed with the quality of a USB microphone. Zode AQ. Would you be happy using a USB microphone? I was actually really surprised when I tested it. I'll show you in a minute. And plus it frees up your desk space as well, because you won't have to have like a board on your desk. Let me give you the link. There's a USB mic there for Zode. Check that video out. You'll see the quality. I'll compare it to the mixer board. It was actually quite good. So okay, Zode sorted out. Why do Facebook limit the frame rate, etc., that you can stream? Yes. So if you're using, I normally stream 30 frames a second, 1080p, and I'm live streaming to Reddit at the moment. So on Reddit, I can live stream at a higher bit rate, but it's like a mobile view, 16:9. It's not widescreen. So you have to set up your settings in a way to meet each of those requirements, which in OBS, you can open up multiple OBS sessions. So then in my YouTube one, I've got 1080p, 30 frames a second. In my Reddit OBS session that I've opened up on my computer, I've got 720p, and then I've made that a lower frame rate. So it meets the bit rate for audio as well, because Reddit is obviously a different landscape for YouTube. And then if I was doing Facebook, I'd have another one open for Facebook. You can actually buy software and pay for it, which lets you stream to multiple platforms. But I find I don't have as much audience on YouTube, Facebook to kind of live stream to, because a lot of my stuff's mainly my videos that do well. So live stream, not many people come to my live streams as well. So it's more a case of me making content for the people that are able to make it and then help you guys. Okay. How are we doing? I think we're doing okay right now. Webcam. Okay, are you doing face? I wouldn't get a webcam. I'd get something better than a webcam, which you can use for additional things as well. Jacob, are you in the UK or are you in the US? Because it depends which one I tell you about. Let's get you a webcam. Webcam options. Okay, so are you going to be live streaming at 720p or 1080p, Jacob? Because I use action cameras as webcams, and in good light they're actually very good, and they're not too expensive. And what's your budget? How much do you want to spend? I'll give you an example of one. Okay, so that's that. Today's the way. I was gonna stay an hour, but now I've gone a bit longer. Okay, so you can get this. Let me give you a link. UK. Yeah, budget. How much you want to spend? Okay, it's gonna be 80. And you want to use it via USB? A80. Okay, yeah, that one's gonna be the one. Max 60. Oh, perfect. Then you need to get this camera. That is a camera you need to get, and here is why. I'll give you a video about me talking about it as well. A87 and get shareable link. Let me give you that, because what you can do is if you get a webcam, you can only use it as a webcam. If you get an action camera, if you ever go out in summer and stuff when things are like open up again, you can take it out with you and do like additional video and stuff just for like your own style. You can take photos with it, you can make it a webcam. So it's actually, you're getting 3 things for the price of 1. And that video explains to you like how I use it and stuff, so you might find that helpful. Okay, that's me there. So you're sorted out. Any more question? No. So with the link I sent you, you can plug it in via USB. So you plug the USB into the camera, and that's why I asked you if it's 1080p or not, because the A87 lets you USB out at 1080p. If you said 720, I would have given you the option of the A77, which is half the price. But then 720 is not great quality, is it? Goodman's make a great budget action camera that doubles as a webcam. Bob, you're right. That is what you're referring to. The Goodman's one is that one there. It's $24.99. However, the Goodman's is this one here, which was probably my first proper YouTube video I did about it. And I've had it for maybe 2 years. Let me show you a top-down view of the Goodman's. So yeah, I didn't pay that for it. It was listed at $24.99, but it was on sale. So I actually ended up paying like £20 for it, I think. So that's not it. That's the one there. I've had it for 2 years. That's the Vibe. That's the Argos one. Okay, that's the Argos one. Here's the Goodman's one. No, that's not the Goodman. That's the Apeman A87. This is the A87. Where's the other one? Here it is. It's the Goodman's one. Here's the Goodman's one. Okay, so the Goodman's one is here. I normally put it on this and I mount it to the car or on a motorcycle. When I'm biking, you can have multiple angles. So, okay, the Goodman's, let me zoom you in. Okay, so that's the Goodman's. I've dropped it. You can see the dents there, hopefully. I've dropped it a few times. The up and down button has stopped working, but it still works as a webcam. I can't change the menus, but it was a good camera. I had it for 2 years. I still use it for live streaming on Reddit. Sometimes I'll live stream and plug it in and live stream on Reddit with it, and it's actually really good. But that was like live streaming quality was acceptable, but the one I mentioned there, the quality is a lot better because the quality is 1080p and the lenses are better on the Apeman cameras as well. Got mine from B&M. Yeah, I got mine from B&M. Learn all about it on your videos. How wicked. Yeah, but you can still see I still have it. So it is like one of my early ones. But I got another camera. Wait, let me show you. Can you see on my that? Let me show you that. Let me clean my desk. Okay, so here is another action camera, which I had to take apart to find out what it's all about. So if you've seen any of my videos, you'll know what this one is. I put it in a frame and I put it in my display behind me because, yeah, so that's a good thing about camcorders as well. Because what you can do with the camcorders, you can zoom in and out. These are like the old school family camcorder things with HDMI out. So considering they're like 11, 12, probably 15 years old cameras. But it's funny how it's like we're still using them in 2021 for live streaming. Well, you can anyway. So yeah, that camera was a 4K camera. That one. That's that one. That is a 4K action camera off eBay for like £15. But it was a fake 4K action camera. It was so bad quality. It was ridiculous quality. So I broke it apart to see what was inside it. I checked the lens out, and it's basically they've put a sensor on there which isn't a 1080p sensor or a 4K. So I put it in a frame to remind me to never buy an action camera off eBay again in that kind of packaging where they're telling you it's one thing and it isn't. What you'll find is Argos, if you're in the UK, Argos do a good one. Vibe. That was decent. It was better than... The Goodman's was better for live streaming and webcam usage. The Vibe was better used generally because the Vibe has like motion detection and you can make time lapses in camera with it. So that was really good. Apart from that, I made a mess on my table now. I've got cameras everywhere. Let me put these things back. Yeah, okay. I should have given you that top view there. Wait. I'm basically picking them off my thingy there. So, okay, let me go back and show you that view. So, okay, also I'm using shortcut keys on OBS here. So, you know when I'm switching between, I'm putting my hand over, I'm using my shortcut keys like F1, F2, F3 on my keyboard, which is another benefit of OBS. You can switch cameras really easy like that. So this one is a Vibe 1080p from Argos. I bought it just to test it and I was happy with it. But then I've got my Advent webcam. That's like a webcam. That wasn't that great, to be honest. It's alright, but I wouldn't recommend it. I preferred the action camera better than the webcam. So it's funny how an action camera can be a better webcam than an actual webcam. But yeah, let me put these back so I don't make a mess of everything. Okay, I've got loads of boxes. But the Goodman's definitely, for the price, you don't pay a lot of money and it actually is decent. It's very decent. Okay, so let me take it back down. So I've got the A100, which is like about £100. It's probably on offer at about £80. Really good for HDMI out. These other cameras. It's a nightmare because they all have different cases. Like the buttons are different, so you have to remember which one goes in where. But yeah, if you've got a £60 budget, the A87, I reckon, from USB, you'll get really good quality from it. And it's an overall good performer. It comes in like a nice case as well. It comes in like the A87, that one. So for the price, it's decent. Okay, let me put these out the way now. But yeah, I always end up talking about action cameras when I'm... but the only bad side, because I think it's only fair I tell you both sides. The action camera, only bad side about it is it's going to be extremely wide view. Can I use a webcam? You can use a webcam. If you want it just to be a webcam, you can pick up a webcam for about £20-ish. But then a lot of the unbranded webcams, they're like, you'll have to try and test. Because you might find some are good and some are not good. Like some manufacturers that call it, I don't know, HD webcam, you test it and it's like very bad quality, and other ones are really good quality, so you'd have to buy a couple of times maybe. I don't think you'll get a good one straight away. Like for example, in the Apeman cameras, they were all decent, but the A77 was 720p. Then I got the A87, which was 1080p. Then I got the A100, which was HDMI, but I had to use a capture card. You can't use it as webcam via cable. So if you want just a camera, there are no innovation in webcams. There is no innovation in webcams. Yeah, it's a bit funny, but the only main thing is, why not just get a camera, an old DSLR camera, and plug it into your computer and use it as a webcam? Because look how this looks like decent quality. I might be out of focus now. Yeah, I might be out of focus because I moved about. But yeah, it's not automatic focus, that DSLR that I use. That does mean that when you're live streaming, it's different, because now I have to sit in a certain spot. I focus it to myself. The background's blurry, and then you can compare that quality to that quality. And like, I'm sitting in the same place, but that's a camcorder. So it's like a bit, you can noticeable difference in quality between the cameras. But even though this feed is not that sharp, It's actually a 720p stretched out to 1080p, but because it's a DSLR and it's got good quality, it does all right. Okay, I should have made some videos by now. How long have I been going? On Reddit, I've been going for 1 hour 36 minutes. We have been doing well today. Any more questions about live streaming? I didn't even get that many questions answered. Let me show you a comparison of action cameras, the final video for webcams. The main ones that seem to do well is like the ones that all the gamers use. I'm struggling to think of the name of it. You know, what is it? Not HP. The other manufacturer of the webcams. Yes. If you look at any of my videos from the past 2 years, I've recorded on different cameras. So my past 200 videos have been recorded on this kind of cameras. But before that, all my other 300 videos were all recorded on a Goodman's action camera. So 100% is one of like the good ones for the price. You can't go wrong. And it gives you very good quality with lights as well. And you can't really tell the difference. And they're what, 15-20 pounds. That's like amazing for what you're getting. That's it. C920. That's the one. I mastered this. How are we doing today? I mastered this. If you go back in chat, you'll see I gave you a shout out to some of the gamers. We had some gaming live streamers come in today. Amazing Jacob is a live streamer. Well, not live streamer, like Roblox and Reddit. So Roblox and Minecraft. So I gave him a little shout out to your channel. I master this. If you're into gaming, then obviously check out I master this. Amazing. Yes, C920 is like meant to be the best. But even that, if you compare that, should we do a live check? How much is a C920 these days? Let me bring up Amazon. Let's have a look at the price. Amazon. Okay, let me share my C920. Who makes C920 again? Logitech. I used to have on my first computer, I used to have Logitech speakers. So like they've been around for years and donkey years. It's 8 years old. Yeah, that's what I mean. But people still like, they go, oh, it's really amazing. Let me show you my screen. Twin cam, that one. Okay, so right now, okay, it's not too bad. £80, C920, 1080p, 30 frames a second, £80. Is that what? Okay, for £80, you could get, let me show you my other camera. How have I got it set up? This. Okay, so this camera is not the best angle. What do you think of this camera? This is a camcorder going out via HDMI to a HDMI capture card. The camera costs £50. The cable costs about £5. The card costs £15. So what is that? What? 5, 15, 20, 50. Terrible maths. £70. So for £70, I have this camera. I don't know if you think, if that camera was in the front, if that camera was on my, if that camera was there, it would have looked very similar to this because that like is a nicest background there. But that camera, it costs less than a Logitech C920, and I've got 1080p live streaming capabilities. So, but Logitech, I've seen a few sample footage of Logitech. It is a good camera. And for a little while, it went up to like a couple of £100, didn't it? Because everybody was after it. It's gone back down again to £80 here, it's showing me. Is there a few models in that? C920. Well, there's one there for... Why is one at 150? Is that just a difference in manufacturer or something? But yeah, I don't know. It depends. You tell me. Okay, maybe 9. It's usually £60. Yeah, I saw for a little while it went up to a couple of £100. They were selling them on eBay for £200 like 2 months ago. C922. Is that a newer one then? Does that give you different frame rates or something? See, I do a lot of... I'm like the opposite. Because I do a lot of photos, I use DSLRs. But during like the cheap action camera business, I've started using action cameras as webcams, but I've not really done webcams as webcams, which makes more sense. So I think I need to brush up on my webcam skills. Okay, what's the difference between C922 and the C920 then? The main differences? You probably know more about this than I do. And yeah, the Brio, I've been hearing good things about the Brio. Okay, Reddit, how are you doing on Reddit today? We are looking at live streaming questions and answers. I think on Reddit today it's been a bit quiet. You guys have been disappointing. Normally Reddit comes up with some amazing banter and jokes, but I think today Reddit, it's a Saturday, everybody's recovering or something. It's a full moon or dark moon, or what do they call it? Wolf floods. But yes, so that was a quick look. Shall we answer a few questions on let me bring up some common questions on. Okay, let's get rid of Audacity. I was showing some Audacity stuff earlier. But yeah, I need to also make thumbnails for the videos I've recorded. So that'll be the next part of this. Okay, so Reddit, I'm going to call it a day on Reddit. All you guys have been amazing. Thanks for all your awards. 2 silver awards on Reddit today. So thanks for that. And I'll see you on my next stream, probably whenever I decide to do one, couple of weeks time. Okay, so that's Reddit done. I've stopped streaming on Reddit. I can close that one down, can I? Yes, I can. And now here I'm just on YouTube. Okay, so in that example, I use GIMP photo editor, free video photo editing software, GIMP. I used to use Photoshop, but I've stopped. Shall I show you it? GIMP. GIMP is a photo editing software. Let me open it up. It looks exactly like Photoshop basically, but it's free. When I say it's free, it's open source. It's just loading it up now. I make stuff like this on it. Let me show you my screen. I'll make stuff like that on it. So that was made on GIMP. It's like a thumbnail. GIMP 2.10 image manipulation program. Yeah, I used to use Adobe Photoshop and stuff, but it is getting very expensive now. You have to pay a monthly fee for it if you're using it professionally. So I can't be doing that. So I just use GIMP, which is this. It looks exactly like Photoshop. What I will do is I'll make a quick thumbnail and show you how I use it. Okay, so if I do file new, I can show you. I think, but I'll end the stream by showing you a live view of me making a thumbnail. So let's go full HD. Let me go. Where's I show you my screen? Cam view, twin cam, only screen. Okay, so that's my setup. So I do 1080p, advanced options, transparent background. Okay, so that is my thumbnail. And what title do I need to make a video for? I need to make a thumbnail for how OBS helps me make multiple videos. What would be a good thumbnail for that? Why is my live quality not as good as my recorded quality? Why is my live video quality not as good as my recorded quality? Is OBS heavy on computer and should you use it to live stream? Okay, that's a good one to make a thumbnail for. So if I show you GIMP now, you'll see me use the tools and hopefully it'll help. Let me give you a... Is that the right camera to show you on? Because I'm even looking that way, aren't I? And also I've got 2 mics. So if I switch over to this mic, because I'm going to be doing some work on there now, so I can get rid of this mic. So with the mixer, you can just mic and open up another mic. So now that mic is redundant and then that mic is not. So if I go to cam view and then do my... It's all live, by the way. Turn that off and then get this and resize it like that. Is that even viewable? Okay, there we go. That was a bit... Okay, there. Okay, so now I want to make a live thumbnail for a video which is going to be... Is OBS heavy on your computer and should you use it to live stream? So firstly, I need a photograph for my thumbnail, which I go to my folders and let's go to pictures. Pictures. This is basically making a pictures camera roll. You'll see I got loads of pictures there which I can use just to make a thumbnail. So which one would be a good one there? Let me find the one on the computer on. And I'll drag it onto onto GIMP. Okay, that's a good thumbnail image. So if I go there, cancel, And now I can go and resize that image to fit into the 1080p screen. I'm using shortcut keys here like you would use in Photoshop. Let's go with that. So that kind of shows a good thumbnail for, is it heavy on your PC? Because I'm holding it and it's heavy, if that makes sense. So, okay. I'll do one quick thumbnail and then I think I might call it a day, I think. Because I got to do about 5 or 6 of these for the videos that I've recorded. Okay, so what's that? You can hear me? Yes, you can. Video, what was the title? The title was, is OBS heavy on your computer and should you use it? So, we need some text on there. So let's whack some text called heavy in capitals. And where should we put that? Let's put that maybe there. Let's drop a little box behind it to make it pop. Let's go whack, get the default colors here. We'll do it black, go there, edit, fill with background color, and then we'll bring that under the text, heavy. And then let's add our little bar. Okay. And show you roughly how long it takes to make it. Let me get my signature yellow color, edit, fill. Oh, okay, so that filled multiple. Let me deselect that and then just select that bit because I don't want to make the other one bit. So fill with background color, deselect, heavy, and then I need an OBS logo. So let's mash an OBS logo onto there. Resources, covers, resources, social logos, OBS there, and deselect, put that there. Now the main thing here is playing with the placement, so let's go heavy and make heavy over there and that over there. I don't know. Does that look? Let's try and flip it. Okay, that might be better. Because then the timestamp will come there, so it might look a bit more. OBS. Let's make heavy a bit bigger. About 300 maybe. And drag it over there. But I always make a heavy. Is that heavy spelled right? It looks wrong to me. Okay, let's just put the background there again. Edit, fill with edit, fill with background color. I think that will do. Not the best thumbnail, but what do you think? Is that okay? But yeah, that gives you an idea, quick idea of how you can use GIMP. Go back to the mic. Okay, that gives you a quick idea of how you can use GIMP, which is a free editing software to make a thumbnail. Cancel. Yeah, see, I was sitting a bit far back, and because I don't have autofocus, my face is blurry. So what did that take? What, 5-6 minutes, and I made a quick thumbnail, which is that there. Is OBS heavy on your computer? I mastered this. How's it going, mates? How are you, diddle-onings? Let me check and see if we're good. I think that might be today's live stream. Should I end this now? Let me have a look and see how things are going here. Any more questions from anybody else? Let me know. Okay. So I'll do a little ending for this and then we'll go on to the next one. Okay, that was a quick look at the live stream today, helping you answering your questions about live streaming and the gear you can use. I'll link you to another video as part of this live stream series where we basically go through your questions and answer them. If you find anything else useful, let me know in the comments if anything I missed out, and I'll see you on the next live stream in a couple of weeks. See you next time.